Have you ever stopped to wonder what's actually powering your body? I'm not just talking about food, but the microscopic engine that turns that food into real energy. It's running inside you right now, and it's the very reason you can think, move, and, well, live.
I mean, let's really think about that for a second. When you wake up feeling good, or you power through a tough workout, what's actually happening in there? It's not just the breakfast you ate, but how your body manages to convert that into usable power.
And that's the amazing part. This isn't one single power plant located somewhere in your stomach. No, it's this incredible network of microscopic engines all working nonstop to fuel your every action, your every thought, and even your heartbeat.
So, to find this factory floor, we've got to zoom in. I mean, way, way in, past what any normal microscope can see, and go right down to the cellular level. You see, every single one of your cells, whether it's in your brain or your muscles, is like its own bustling little city. And just like any city, it needs power. The energy for all these cellular cities is generated in these specialized little structures. And these are the mitochondria. You probably remember them from science class as the powerhouses of the cell, right? Well, that's exactly what they are. These are the tiny factories where the real magic of energy production happens. Okay, so now that we're inside the mitochondria, let's get a look at the main assembly line. This process is at the absolute heart of your body's entire energy production system. This is it, the Krebs cycle. It's also known as the citric acid cycle. And its job is actually beautifully simple. Take the fuel from your food and systematically break it down to release its energy in a controlled, useful way. So it all starts with what you eat, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. Your body gets to work breaking down carbs, fats, and proteins into this universal, high-energy molecule called acetyl-CoA. You can think of this stuff as the refined gasoline that's all ready to be pumped into the engine.
Now what's really neat is the Krebs cycle isn't a straight line. It's a loop. It's kind of like a spinning wheel that takes in that acetyl-CoA, and with each full turn, it methodically strips out energy and gets rid of waste, all while getting itself ready for the very next molecule of fuel. And here's where that incredible transformation takes place. We put in that refined fuel, acetyl-CoA, and what we get out is pretty remarkable. We get these valuable energy packets that the cell can use right away, and a very simple waste product, the carbon dioxide that you're breathing out right now. These are basically the different currencies of cellular energy. Think of ATP as cash. It's ready to be spent instantly. NADH and FADH2, on the other hand, are more like fully charged battery packs. They carry their energy to the final stage of production, where the vast majority of your body's power is actually made. So the main job of the Krebs cycle is to charge up these little batteries that power the whole system. Now, it's really easy to think of the Krebs cycle as just being a demolition process, breaking down fuel for energy. But that's only half the story. It turns out this cycle is way more clever than that.
So, let's just ask the question straight up. Is this whole complicated process really just for making energy?
And the answer is a big, fat no. It's not just a furnace for burning fuel. It's also like a factory's supply closet, providing the raw materials to build all the other things a cell needs to stay healthy.
This dual role is why scientists call it amphibolic, which is just a fancy word that means it does two opposite things at once. On one hand, it performs catabolism. That's the breaking down of fuel for energy. But it also performs anabolism, where little pieces of the cycle can be pulled right off the assembly line and used as raw building blocks for new things, like amino acids and fats. This is what makes it a true central hub for your body's entire economy. So this is all fascinating on a tiny, microscopic level, but how does it actually connect to our everyday health? I mean, knowing how the engine works is one thing. Keeping it running smoothly is a whole other story. When this central hub gets bogged down or disrupted, the effects can kind of ripple outwards. Mitochondrial dysfunction, basically when these little factories aren't working so well, can be linked to those feelings we all know, like sluggishness, low energy, or that feeling of brain fog. The efficiency of this cycle is directly tied to how you feel. At the end of the day, that's really what this is all about. A well-functioning Krebs cycle means your body is fantastic at converting what you eat into the energy you need to really thrive. It gives you the stamina and the resilience to handle whatever life throws at you. So how do we support it? Well, it's not about some magic pill. It's about the fundamentals. It's about giving it high-quality fuel through good nutrition, making sure there's a steady supply of oxygen with healthy lungs and good circulation, keeping the system efficient with regular movement, and of course, making sure you can actually absorb all those nutrients with good gut health.
They all feed into this central process.
All right, so as we start to wrap this up, let's bring it all together into one single core idea.
The Krebs cycle isn't some obscure, complicated thing you only read about in textbooks. It is the literal connection point between your diet, your breathing, and your vitality. It's the metabolic engine at the absolute center of it all, quietly and constantly turning food into life.
And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. This dual-purpose design, breaking things down for energy while also providing parts for new construction, is just so incredibly efficient. It makes you wonder, where else in our biology do we see this elegant principle of a system working as both an engine and a factory?
This content is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice.